You're watching Fox 26. And now, great day.
Good morning. I'm Kim Stevens.
And I'm Kmph. Thanks for joining us. It's Monday morning. It's 8:57. And we want to say good morning to our fine viewers in the lovely city of Dinuba. It's going to get hot, 103 with sunshine. Dinuba, have yourselves a great day.
Oh, we have a lot going on today. Coming up in this 9 o'clock hour, keeping students back from keeping their back from hurting because of all the books they're carrying. Get some tips to help your student carry everything they need without getting weighed down.
And later this morning, historic rounds of flooding has thousands of families wondering if their home made it. When we return, you're going to see just how bad things are in some parts of our country right now.
And we're keeping a close watch on the news to help you start your day.
And for that, we turn to Justin. Justin, good morning.
Good morning, Kim and Kopi. Good morning, everyone. A fire burning in Northern California has forced nearly 4,000 people to leave their homes. This is the fire that's burning up in Lake County, about 90 miles north of San Francisco. At least 100 structures are destroyed. It includes a lot of homes, along with a post office, a winery, and several other businesses. Look at that home right there. Now, this is all in the town of Lower Lake. This fire has burned about at least 5 square miles at this point. Right now, it is only about 5% under control. Now, this next fire is in San Luis Obispo County. This one has gotten a lot bigger over the last 24 hours. You may have seen some of the smoke from arrived. Told them his neck hurt. He was flown by helicopter to a local hospital and treated for a possible spinal injury. Clovis police are asking for help in finding a teenager they say is autistic and needs medication. This is 14-year-old Timothy Kearns. He left his house Friday near the area of Letterman Park on Villa and Barstow. Police say he's 5'8", weighs about 130 pounds. Here's a photo of him taken last year. He was last seen Friday wearing dark, skinny jeans, also had on a black undershirt and some black work boots. He was also riding a silver scooter at the time. If you've seen him, please call Clovis Police at 324-2800. Investigators in central Georgia have now ID'd the person they're looking for after a police officer was killed over the weekend. Police are now asking the public to help find him, but they're also warning people not to approach because he is considered armed and dangerous. Officer Tim Smith was killed responding to a call in the town of Eastman. He was shot as he got out of his cruiser. Officer Smith later died of his injuries at the hospital. Officials say all 6 people on board a plane are now dead after a crash in Alabama. This small plane was having engine trouble before it went down. It crashed into some trees trying to approach the Tuscaloosa airport. 3 married couples were on board. They were on their way back from a dental convention in Florida. The NTSB is now investigating the crash. Police in New York have now given the all clear after a report of a shooting at JFK Airport. Officers had to evacuate one of the terminals last night because of it. Caused quite the scare for flyers, though. But police say they weren't even able to confirm whether any shots were actually fired. So no one was hurt, no arrests. Police say they had to force everyone out just to be safe. All right, that is a quick check of some of the news you need to know to start your day. Kim and Kopi, back to you.
Historic flooding is causing major problems in Louisiana.
At least 6 people have died, and emergency crews are rescuing more than 20,000 people from waist-deep water. Reporter Will Carr from our news partner Fox News tells us the floodwaters have already killed 4 people, as I just said, and sadly, the waters are not going down yet.
There are more than 10,000 residents in shelters today. Hotels are sold out, and it comes as there's more bad weather on the way. This is also still a major search and rescue operation. We went with search crews as they went through the flooded streets. Take a look at what we saw. Street after street, block after block looks just like this. Really more like lakes or rivers than neighborhoods here. You can see the water going halfway up homes. For the past couple of hours, we've been tagging along with the Gretna Police Department as they've been going through and rescuing residents who wanted to stay here, but at whatever point realized that things had gotten too out of control and that they needed to get to safety. There's been thousands of people who have been rescued over the past 48 hours, people rescued by vehicles like this, also by boats and helicopters. We spoke to several. Take a listen.
I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. It's my home. This is where I grew up. My grandmother and my grandfather and my aunt lived in that house. Just trying to cope with it.
Disbelief, shock that it can happen anywhere, but you never think it's going to happen in your neighborhood. I know everyone says that, but it's happening.
President Obama has issued a disaster declaration for this area that's gone through so much recently. You have to remember they had the Alton Sterling shooting, protest, the police officers who were shot, and now this historic flood, leaving some residents wondering aloud to me how much more this community can take. In Baton Rouge, Will Carr, Fox News.
In the meantime, many schools are closed today. Some are closed through the rest of the week. So let's take a look at what's going on and what these people in this part of the country can expect in the coming days. Kopi?
Okay, Kim, let's take a look right now at your 24-hour satellite radar imagery of the system moving into that part of the country. A bit of a break earlier this morning. Let's see what's happening right now. As you can see, not much going on. You got some light activity just starting to move in, but the Futurecast calls for more rain to continue for the next several days. By around 8 o'clock this evening, you do have some activity moving through the northern part of the state, and as the day progresses into the following day, you can see some heavy activity pretty much the entire day. Around 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, you can see some heavy rainfall. They've had up to 24 to 30 inches of rain, and more is expected. So they're expecting more flooding to continue as we move into the rest of the week. Take a look right now at our conditions. Hot weather, high pressure. That's the old story. That's going to keep us hot and above normal as we move through the rest of this week. Take a look right now, see what's going on with our current temperatures for the Fresno metro area. 78 for Kerman, Fresno, and Clovis. Same for Sanger. A couple of 77s right now, Selma and Kingsburg. As far as conditions up through the north end of the valley, Merced 77, a couple of 76s, Los Banos and Mendota. 78 for Madera, same for Oakhurst, and 68 for Mariposa. Take a look at your daytime highs in the mountains. 100 degrees for Mariposa, 97 Oakhurst, 102 for Madera. And Los Banos coming in at 97, 100 for Merced, and 102 expected for Mendota. Your conditions for the Fresno metro area, triple digits. 103 for Kingsburg and Selma, same over in Kerman. 104 for Sanger, Fresno, and Clovis coming in at a hot 105. Take a look at your 10-day forecast tomorrow, 105, 106 on Wednesday. And then by the time Thursday rolls around, back to 105, 102 on Friday. And here comes some better news. Upper 90s next week, all the way Saturday through next Wednesday. And that's a look at your 10-day forecast. It is currently 9:05, still ahead this morning on Great Day. We'll tell you what you can expect in our air quality forecast. That's coming up at 9:10.
Also, start your week with a positive mindset. How staying positive could actually improve your exercise goals. At 9:27, and we're not talking about I positively am certain I don't want to exercise.
I never heard that. But first, heading back to school can mean loading up students with heavy backpacks full of books. You're going to hear how to lighten the load for kids headed back to school.
Great Day will continue in a moment.
This portion of the news is provided by Nissan. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.
I love the author's use of seasons to talk about love.
I actually felt exactly the same way, and in fact, in chapter...
Whoa! It's hard to look at Jeannie's face, because you can only see me.
At Stanton Optical, for a limited time only, kids get free impact-resistant lenses for back to school.
Free specialized phones are available to Californians who have difficulty hearing, seeing, moving, speaking, or remembering. No income requirements, no hidden fees. To apply for this state program, call 1-800-330-5100 or download an application, fill out the first section, ask your doctor to sign, then mail, fax, or email your form. You may be eligible for a free specialized phone. Visit californiaphones.org or call 1-800-330-5100.
Real barbecue starts with a spark. Smoked low and slow on site every day. Time-tested recipes and hand-rubbed meats creates authentic barbecue that comes straight from our pit to your table, and we've been doing it for over 70 years.
Order a family pack today from Dickey's at Dickeys.com. Since 1941, our family at Dickey's has been serving your family. Dickey's, we speak barbecue.
I was born here, on the steps of my mother's high school. but I was raised by 3 strong women who taught me to be the best I could be. Isn't that what we should be teaching all our children?
A child's brain is more than 80% developed by age 3. So talk, read, sing to them. Strengthen their brains from the moment they're born. Go to first5california.com.
I love the author's use of seasons to talk about love.
I actually felt exactly the same way, and in fact, in Czech.
Whoa! It's hard to look at Jeannie's face, because you can only see me.
At Stanton Optical, for a limited time only, kids get free impact-resistant lenses for back to school.
Good morning, it's 9:08 and your afternoon forecast, hot at 4 o'clock, 105, sunny skies though, winds out of the northwest at about 6. Dr. Boz telling us today mold and pollen are both low. The only 2 allergens to deal with, weeds and grass. As far as your air quality, not good news for Fresno County, unhealthy for everybody, and the rest of the valley unhealthy for sensitive groups. And let's take a look and see what's happening with your weekend local forecast. You got mid-90s for Merced, sunny skies, 99 and 97 for Fresno with sunshine, 97 and 96 for Visalia, sunny skies. Have yourselves a great weekend. If you're headed out of town for this weekend, we got your weekend getaway forecast. That's coming up at 9:28. Show you where you can get some cool 60s if you want. You're tired of the 90s, which I hope you aren't, because it'll be a break from the triple digits. Stay right there.
It is back to school time for thousands of students across the Central Valley, which means you grab that backpack and you just load it up with stuff, right? Which then can make the bag really heavy. Carrie Stewart with our news partner WDBJ in Roanoke, Virginia, explains how to help your child shoulder the weight.
How do you know you got the backpack blues? I said, how do you know you got the backpack blues?
Oh, they carry a lot of books, yes, heavy.
The backpack blues are something Michael DeSoto's kids know all too well.
One of my children is 60 pounds, and his bag was probably like 20 or 30 pounds.
DeSoto says that just picking up one of their bags brought back memories of his time in the military.
We had to carry packs and gear and stuff, so I've picked my kids' backpacks up before, and I was like really impressed, like how heavy they were. I felt like I was hauling some ammo around or something.
Doctors say kids shouldn't carry more than 10% of their body weight.
It puts a tremendous amount of stress, postural stress, gravitational stress on the neck, upper back, shoulders, muscles, joints. So it's a pretty common problem.
Dr. Dan Davison said he's seen at least 20 cases of back and neck pain relating to heavy backpacks in just the past year. He thinks another growing problem is posture when kids look at electronic devices.
Once our head goes forward with that forward posture, gravity pulls. Gravity always wins. We don't want to work against gravity. So you want to have a nice posture with kind of your ear over your shoulder without that forward slumping.
Your back and neck posture well.
Davidson says you should make sure your child's backpack is balanced and has good padding. He thinks it could help prevent another case of the blues.
When you got the backpack blues. When you got the backpack blues.
We want to include your young scholar in our back-to-school photo gallery with or without backpacks.
That's right. For the next few weeks, we're going to be airing your back-to-school photos during Great Day and including them in our photo gallery on our website, kmph.com.
Viewing and sending them in is super easy. Just head on over to kmph.com on your phone and click Back-to-School tab from the Features drop-down menu.
We've been getting a bunch of back-to-school photos. Here are a few. Patricia, she's ready for the 4th grade.
Isabel, 4th grade as well. Lucas, 2nd grade.
Jaden, preschool. Esteban, 2nd grade. And Andra, 4th grade. Have fun, kids.
Justin is now in 4th grade and Deanne's in 3rd. Love the photos. Please do keep them coming.
People all around the valley are doing whatever they can do to beat the heat and, of course, these unbearable triple digits.
The water parks at places like Martin Ray Riley Park were pretty busy. When we were out there, the temperature was 104. We caught up with several families doing whatever they could to stay cool. Just one of the many parks and pools in Fresno that offer free ways for people to keep the electric bills low.
Just to try to beat the heat, there's a lot of not too many places where we can go to, to come out. So we come out here, it's free, you know what I mean? It's free to come out here and just hang out, bring the kids, you know, there's a playground, water, there's nothing else you can do, you know, try to beat the heat.
Many water parks are free and usually open from 8 until 5. Now, if you cannot make it to the parks, you could always visit one of the 5 cooling centers around Fresno.
Oh, that looked inviting.
It did.
All right, time now. It's 9:13. Just ahead, parents, listen up. Video games might not be all that bad. We'll explain why a new study says some gamers are doing better in certain subjects than their social media savvy counterparts. That's coming up at 9:26.
A Colorado mom's accused of telling officers she needed a break from her kids. Coming up at 9:33, what happened to them after she took off and what her local district attorney plans to do about it.
Fury on the streets of Milwaukee. More riots after the deadly police shooting of a man who police say refused to drop his gun. We'll let you know what's happening and why police are now calling in reinforcements.